This is a feeling I have never felt. That is what I can say about this. This is a feeling I have never felt. One of the best things about not being a bandwagon, see, bandwagons, they can brag every season because they're just going to pick whatever team's rolling. They can brag every season about how good they are, but they will never experience the joy of having the team they have loved all their life actually making it big. They will never experience that feeling. So in a way, I kind of feel bad for bandwagons. But man, we've come a long way from week one. From when I was sitting on this here couch, fucking cussing at my cell phone over that video I did, just, laying it out on the Falcons, on that week one, that piss poor defense, which now looks like a fucking top 10 defense if we were talking about right now how they're playing. And just the way Falcons fans were at that point, where we were still pointing fingers. Oh, I wasn't, but a lot of them were still pointing fingers at Matt Ryan, where we were still yelling, myself included, fire Kyle Shanahan. And it's just fast forward to now, we're in the fucking Super Bowl. We are going to Super Bowl 51. And the thing with me is, like, I kind of imagine what I would be feeling if if we got into a Super Bowl, because I was like expecting me to get all emotional, start crying and shit. I was tearing up a little bit when they were like giving Arthur Blank the NFC Championship trophy. I was kind of tear jerking a little bit, but I was like expecting me to be like tears of joy just everywhere. But it was like I'm still kind of in shock from it. And maybe it's because how bad we blew them out. Maybe it's just I just didn't know how I was going to react. So it's just like, yo, it's just happened. I just don't. I feel like there's another step. I feel like I'm dreaming right now, because I feel like Ashton Kutcher sitting behind a curtain waiting to tell me I've been punked, or it's just a prank, bro. I'm waiting for that to come out. But it just hasn't hit me yet. I feel like I'm still like waiting for the big game, because if you live in Central Georgia, you know exactly what I'm talking about. We had a horrible weekend leading up to this game. There has been strong tornadoes and all that bullshit coming throughout the entire weekend since like Friday night, early Saturday morning. It's been coming through, and we have just been getting wailed on this entire weekend. And I live in Macon, right in the dead center of Georgia. And they were giving out warnings this morning, well, not really warnings, but, heads ups, basically letting us know that, hey, there's going to be a widespread tornado outbreak today. And I was like watching the radar that was showing the future view, and it showed Macon getting hammered like right when the Falcons game started. So here I am, Falcons fan, been waiting for this fucking game my entire life. Just sitting there panicking about, oh my god, what if the power goes out? What if a fucking tornado sucks my ass up and I never get to see a Falcons Super Bowl? Oh my god, but like, Macon never even got hit, dude. Macon never even got hit. We heard a few rumbles of thunder and some rain. Like, we had a lot of rain, but other than that, that was it. Like, there was no severe weather here. And the fucking meteorologists do a great job of hyping up the storm, the same way these NFL experts were hyping up the Packers. But both of them, at least for my area, was a no-show. So, oh man, just to me, to review this game, I'm gonna pull a Matt Ryan and just treat it like it's another week, even though we just won the NFC Championship. I'm gonna treat it like it's another week, like it's another victory. This game was beautiful. I mean, it was from the gate. Matt Ryan, the Falcons offense was clicking like that. On the first drive, we drive all the way downfield, convert a couple of a few third downs, I think, on that drive actually. And on the very final third down, third and goal, Matt Ryan scrambles out the pocket and just flicks it to Mohamed Sanu for a 2-yard touchdown. Great drive, great way to end off the drive with a touchdown, obviously. And this game, like you guys saw my prediction video, I expected it to be 38-35. I expected it to be a close-ass game this entire time. I was not expecting this. But yeah, great way to start off the series. Defense comes out. Aaron Rodgers and the Packers offense did exactly what I expected them to do, drive all the way down the field. But what I didn't expect was our defense to actually get a stop, at least on the first drive. I said our defense could make. I expected our defense to make a huge play that could win us the game in this game, like I said, but I wasn't expecting them to actually get a stop on the first drive, especially after we come out and get a touchdown on our first drive. So that was awesome. Deion Jones came in unblocked, ran down Aaron Rodgers, and Aaron Rodgers had to throw it away. They go to kick a field goal, and Mason Crosby, the hero of last week, he missed. He missed the field goal, which was amazing. Like, I was not expecting that, especially in a dome where there's no wind or anything. Missed field goals are less likely in a dome. So just the fact that he missed that, when he missed that field goal, I was like, this is our game. That was when I realized that, like, this is our chance of going to the Super Bowl. This is our time right here, right now. And so he missed the field goal. Matt Ryan comes back out, takes us all the way back downfield. We kick a field goal, 10-0 already, 10-0 at the end of the first quarter. Aaron Rodgers still not able to get nothing done. They take it all the way. Well, I guess I shouldn't say that. They took it down the field. Ripkowski, the fullback, the guy that's been kind of switching spots with T.Y. Montgomery at the running back position, they hand him the ball. Looks like a huge gain. He's fighting for those extra yards. And Jalen Collins, as much as I have roasted this guy in the past, anyone who's seen my earlier videos, I'm not a fan. I wasn't a fan of Jalen Collins, but these last two games in particular, he has played amazing. He's come up with some great plays last week with the Luke Wilson almost catch where he just kind of ripped it out or helped rip it out and then bobbled it up to Deion Jones for the pick. He rips it out of Ripkowski's hands, and it rolls all the way down to the one. I thought it was a safety at first. It scared the shit out of me when he recovered it and rolled into the end zone. But I guess they kind of ruled it to where he didn't fully have possession of it until he was already in the end zone. So it was a touchback instead of a safety, thank God, because I was so scared that they were going to mark that as a safety after the review. Because they do review all turnovers, so I was really scared that was going to end up being a safety. But luckily for us, it wasn't. So, that drive, we take it all the way down the field, and Matty Ice uses the legs. He used the legs, though, to get the rush for the touchdown. 14-yard rushing touchdown by Matt Ryan. He was our leading rusher in the second quarter. Amazing. Oh, my God. That play had me fired up. I was jumping around in this freaking room, screaming like a little kid when I seen him take off and score that touchdown. Everything felt so perfect at that moment. But then after that, we go up 17-0, and I immediately have flashbacks to 2012, that NFC Championship against the Niners, where we were up 17-0, just like this one. But this time, we would improve the lead even more. Next drive, I believe it was the next drive, where Aaron Rodgers fucking just said fuck it and threw a deep-ass pass to Jordy Nelson, and he overthrew it. And he hit Ricardo Allen instead. Ricardo Allen gets the pick, and we drive downfield. Matt Ryan gets lucky on a couple of passes that could have been intercepted on this drive. One was a fuck it throw like Aaron Rodgers had, and the defensive back, I don't know what the hell he was looking at, but he was not looking for the ball apparently, because the ball went way over his fingertips. He had all day to make space to get to where the ball was going, but he didn't do it at all. So, we got lucky on that play. And then a little bit later in the drive, Matt throws a pass that gets deflected and right into the hands of, I think his name's Gunter, but he couldn't come up with the catch. So the next play, we scored another touchdown to Julio. Bam, we're up 24-0 at halftime. I was like, if we lose this game, we are the greatest chokers of all time. But no, thank God. First drive for the Packers in the second half. They go 3-and-out. Packers start off the game second half 3-and-out, which is never a good sign for a team that's losing 24-0. So that happens. Matt throws to Julio on the next drive, 73 yards. Julio takes it to the house. That was when the ball game was pretty much over, and it was only the third quarter. It was an absolute molestation going on in that game. Matt would end up throwing another touchdown later on to Devontae Freeman, and then Tevin Coleman would have his first touchdown of the game later on as well. So the game ended 44-21. So it was an absolute blowout in every way possible, and I I've heard so many Packers fans talking so much shit over the past couple of days. Like, it was weird because I'd say around Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I was hearing nothing from Packers fans. I didn't see any of them commenting any bullshit or anything like that over the internet. I guess they were still salivating over that win they had over Dallas. And then Thursday came, and that's when all the bullshit started. First, it started off with Matt Ryan's a choker. He's a 1-4 in the playoffs. But people were still saying 1-4 this past weekend, even though we were technically 2-4 at that point. But everyone was still saying 1-4. I heard Packers fans saying 1-4, 1-4. Matt Ryan will never get a ring. What else did I hear from these people? The Packers, we beat the #1 seeded Cowboys. We're going to take care of these dirty Falcons. Oh, Matt Ryan's going to take advantage of our defense. What do you think Aaron Rodgers is going to do to that piss poor defense? Oh, God. The only thing I don't like about us winning the Super Bowl is now I have to listen to Joe Buck and Troy Aikman again for talk about my Falcons, because I already know they're going to say Aaron Rodgers at least 5 times in the Super Bowl game, even though he's gone now. Oh, Jesus Christ. If I had $1 for every time Troy Aikman and Joe Buck said Aaron Rodgers, I'd be filthy rich by this point. But, man, I've never heard so much shit talking in my life. And I was looking after this game. I went straight to Facebook. If you guys do not follow these Facebook pages, Black Adam Schefter and Crying Jordan, I highly recommend it. They go after everyone. I mean everyone, and it's hilarious. It really is. And I was expecting to see so many salty Packers fans, but every Packers fan I see now is saying, you know what, the Falcons are great, congrats to them, I hope you guys are winning the Super Bowl. Where was this these past couple days, huh? And I also see now, well, we knew the Falcons were going to win because we have so many injuries. It was kind of expected. But y'all were talking so much shit. That's why I don't fuck with the TTC shit, because this is the type of shit you see in that group. Not all of them, but from the majority of them that I've seen is like that. They talk so much shit, and then they talk about how good the other team is in a crow video. It's just, yeah, I just don't fuck with it. So I feel like that would just. I just couldn't do that. I couldn't talk shit to a team and then act like a little girl when we lose. So yeah, but anyways, man, it feels so good just to say Falcons are officially in the Super Bowl. 44-21, we beat the Packers in the NFC Championship. Also, one of the things you heard going into this game was, well, we were a worse team back then when we played Atlanta the first time, and they only won by 1 point. Newsflash, Atlanta's a different team than what they were back then. I mean, it was, come on, but I didn't expect this. I expected a close game. I expected a close offensive game. I expected a close game from this Pittsburgh New England game too, but they just lost 36-17. So it will be the Falcons and the Patriots in the Super Bowl, and man, that's going to be a good game. I was hoping the Steelers would come in just to give a little variety in the AFC. I mean, every year it's either Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, or Ben Roethlisberger. Can we get someone different? We had 1 year with Joe Flacco, but that was it. But yeah, Patriots are going to their 3rd Super Bowl since the Steelers have been to one. So that's kind of why I wanted the Steelers to get a little win this time, but nope, not happening. It's going to be Falcons and Patriots in the Super Bowl. I just don't like seeing the same teams every year. Luckily, we got lucky with the Falcons. I even see most NFL fans who are not a fan or their team isn't in the playoffs anymore. They're picking the Falcons. I already see that. And the analyst, I was actually surprised with the analyst this time around, because I saw more analysts pick the Falcons than the Packers for this game, except for that damn Skip Bayless dude. Skip Bayless has got to be the biggest Falcons hater I've seen, and I don't usually call out analysts for being Falcon haters because most of them are just making normal picks, but this guy he picked against us for Seattle. He picked against us for Green Bay. And I was watching his little live stream after the Falcons-Packers game. And I didn't watch it right after the Packers-Falcons game. I watched it a couple hours later, but he made it right after the Packers-Falcons game. But he basically said that if Falcons were playing the Dallas Cowboys, the Cowboys would have won. Skip Bayless, do you know how fucking stupid you sound? the team that beat your team got blown out by the Falcons, and you think the Cowboys would have beat the Falcons? Like I said when I picked the Packers to beat the Cowboys back when it happened, when I made that pick, it's two rookies going up against grown ass men. I mean, of course they're grown ass men too, but they're rookies, you know. So it wasn't going to happen, Skip. It wasn't your year. Stop trying to make excuses. There comes a point where, you know, fanboys shouldn't be allowed to be on national television. That he's like those fandoms that I was talking about with the MVP video the other day. It's stupid. It really is. He's a moron. Like Troy Aikman said, I actually agree with Troy Aikman on this. He said Skip Bayless. He had some negative thoughts about Skip Bayless and, you know, the kind of facts that Skip provides. So at least I can agree with Troy on something. But man, it's gonna be a good game. Falcons versus Patriots. This ain't gonna be a blowout. I don't think like the two games we had today. I didn't think these two games would have been blown outs, but I was wrong now. I could be wrong then. I got one of my picks right this weekend with the Falcons, but man, I can't wait for this Falcons Patriots game. That's gonna be a show. It's gonna be a show, man. Super Bowl 51 in 2 weeks. Oh man, I don't know what to say right now, man. Like I said, dude, I'm still kind of in shock, and it's crazy. It just feels so right, but so wrong at the same time. I don't know what to say. I don't know. I feel like there's something else I need to say, which is why I keep dragging this video on, but I know I'm just wasting y'all's time at this point, so I'm gonna go ahead and log off, man. The Falcons are in the Super Bowl. Feels good to say, feels weird to say, but it's happening. It's happening. So anyways, that's it for this video, guys. Be sure to like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you next video. Peace. I'm out of here.